the owner of one of the nation's largest LGBTQ plus bars and club brands, GAY, is to take legal action over the curfew. I speak of Jeremy Joseph, who joins me now. Mr. Joseph, thank you for coming on the show. Explain to my listeners.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks very much, Jeremy. What are you and your learned friends, what are you seeking to do?
What we're trying to do is get facts. I mean, over the last 6 months since lockdown started, we've been put under certain rules and regulations and things that we have to do to keep our customers safe. A lot we agree with, some we don't. But we've been given no facts or figures on why these are being put into place. And obviously, the 10 p.m. curfew to us does not work. It's killing off the hospitality industry. And not only that, there's no proof. We are asked to make everybody safe when they come into the venue. We are doing table service. I've got screens in between every table, masks when you go into the venue. We are doing everything to make our venues safe. But then we're being asked to kick everybody out at the same time, at an earlier time, onto the streets and making them unsafe. For example, last night it was raining, GAY Bar on Old Compton Street, kicking everybody out. There's no drink up time. You've got to get them out at a set time. And they're going outside the Prince Edward Theatre to get shelter. They're all huddled together. It's completely unsafe. It makes absolutely no sense. And, this is not about us, just about business. We want our customers to be safe. And, but no one from the government has shown us any figures to show why the 10 p.m. curfew works. And the other thing is that, they have no idea. They're not talking to anybody in hospitality. And so what do we need to make hospitality safe? We are living with this virus. We need to make hospitality safe and we need to work together for it, but they're not allowing us to do it.
Mr. Joseph, I imagine you've probably spent a lot of money at your various venues, haven't you, seeking to try and make them as COVID secure as they possibly could be?
Yeah, I mean, look, we've spent thousands of pounds, and this isn't just about GAY, this is about hospitality in general. We're just doing something because somebody's got to stand up and get the facts and figures. We want to know, we've been told that, that the numbers from COVID cases in hospitality is about 3%. This is, why are we having this curfew? You have to stagger closing times. You can't have everybody leaving at the same time. You could work with hospitality to work out what would make it safer when leaving. There has been no discussions with anybody.
So how would you do it? Because I imagine you're going to say that you would seek to move towards 11 or midnight, but presumably every bar would want to move to 11 or midnight. If you were to work with your colleagues in this industry, how would you actually factor it through?
Well, we already have different closing time. Nobody has the same closing. We've all been made to have the same closing time. For example, GAY Bar on Old Compton Street, it's a midnight closing. We've got a competitor a couple of doors down who's a pub. They close at 11. Closing isn't the same time, and you have to bring back drinking up time as well. You can't just go everybody out now. You have to stagger the leaving of a venue as well. But if all venues close at different times to suit their current licensing, that will help. You cannot just put everybody on the street at the same time and then have everybody getting on tubes and buses at the same time. You're creating an unsafe environment. You're saying to hospitality, I know, we want you to do all these things, table service, etc., to make sure your customers are safe inside your venue, but at a set time, we're now asking you to make them unsafe.
I think a lot of my listeners will support what you're trying to do. Just lastly, Mr. Joseph, what's the timeline for something like this? So you've instructed your lawyers. What happens next?
Well, what we've done is that we've had our lawyers send a letter to Matt Hancock, and I don't know what the actual timeline is. He has to reply.